The only reason I can vividly remember is I'm a local of this town. My family and I were all born and raised here in Maiduguri. And this complete cut us here, and we are amidst it. And then it happens I have the necessary skill to render my help to my people. This is the only reason I have to stay. Currently, my family and loved ones, we are staying together. But due to the ongoing conflict, some of my family members were displaced and have to leave the conflict zone to a nearby state of Yobe, that's Damaturu. But currently my wife and my children, plus some of my loved ones, we are staying together here in Maiduguri. Initially, when the curfew was declared, it has really affected the nursing job. For example, a shift that you're supposed to come for the night shift to come at 6 p.m., you have to reduce the time to come around 5 p.m. And this have a lot of stress for the night team and nursing activities as well. And some of the patient caretakers do complain that they cannot come to hospital during the curfew hours. So in that regard, it has also affected the nursing activities because a patient that's supposed to come less critical have to stay more hours at home before they arrive to hospital, which wasn't the situation. We have higher number of patients considering the epidemics that we are facing here and the limited number of hospitals that do take care of this kind of children in the state that I'm currently working. For example, during the malaria peak, we used to have more than 100% bed occupancy rate. We have to even increase the number of beds. So also during some measles epidemic that we are currently running in, we have more than 100% bed capacity. Due to the conflict, you may be required staged by your employer to work maybe in outpatient department, sometimes to go for exploration campaign as well. You can be requested during the working to work in a mass casualty plan unit, like in Umaru Shehu, there's a hospital here in Maiduguri where we worked before. So it may happen you are not recruited for purposely to work in the mass casualty area, but due to increased number of casualties, you have to move there to work in the unit. Some of the medications and equipment that we are using, we may come out of rupture of them due to breakage in supply chain, as mentioned. But we try our best to innovate and improvise to use some of the local items, local medication here that is being produced in the country to complement. For example, during the mass casualty plan, for a patient that is recovering, that we need a stretcher, that we need a crutches, we improvised and used the local materials here to make a crutches. In case I have staff shortages, we do contact our administrator to see if we can have a daily worker in our pool to call to work for that day. But if we don't have, we have to we have to match some unit. Sometimes the supervisor has to work as a nurse to cover this gap for the shift. Actually, this conflict has shaped the activities of the nursing and medical team as well. It has reduced the number of graduates due to people were more afraid to go to school, and then because of the ideology of the opposition group and all these things, it has reduced the number of students being graduated in a year. And then due to intense conflict, we have a lot of casualties from both sides, and then it has really impacted a lot on the nursing activities. Coming to the patients that we manage here, we do have a lot of patients that came down with malnutrition and their need of sterilization, solely because of the famine due to ongoing crises in the town. So in this regard, it has really impacted a lot on the nursing activities, and then it makes the job more difficult during the time of the conflict. A normal day for me, it looks actually very busy because we usually started the day with a lot of patients at triage. You have to make sure you didn't miss any critical patient, you didn't left any critical patient in the queue unattended, and all this thing. And then after this, you need to monitor your HR that you have. You need to take care of the pharmacy supply, your stock, your biomedical equipment to make sure they are functioning well and then equal to the task of the day. So actually, a normal day for me, it looks busy. As I said earlier, if I close from work, I used to take enough rest to prepare myself for the next task of the shift. My message to the entire nurses of the world is, number one, I would say kudos to them all. As WHO declared the 2020 the year of nurses, and it happens during that time we have intense upsurge in COVID-19, which nurses team played a very vital role. I want to say kudos to all the nurses around the world, plus my nurses here in the humanitarian axis, working here in the conflict zone. And then to the nurses that lost their life during this pandemic, may their soul rest in peace. And then I will encourage my nurses all over the world to steadfast and then to increase so that we render more care being expected by us, from us, by the community.